We are rolling on, is it December 1st?
Yes.
Part 2 of our persuasive speeches. We will hear from Ashley Williams. Persuade.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Williams.
Hi Ashley.
So let's start the speech. So reading to the mind is what exercise does to the body. So let's think about that for a little while. What does that mean? Well, how I can explain it to you is, let's say all of you guys are stranded on an island and you got there because there was a bad hurricane, so all of your wallets and your phones and your everything tangible was taken away from you. The only thing you have left is the intangibles, which is your knowledge. The knowledge that'll help you get out from whatever island that you're stuck on and hopefully get out to a better, safer place. Just like how exercise prepares you for whatever you need to be physically ready for, reading helps you get ready for whatever you need to mentally be ready for. So today I would like to persuade all of you to try to read every single day. If not every day, at least try to read a little bit more so that you can begin to try to read every single day. I'll provide you guys with 2 reasons that you should read more, and I'll tell you guys some actions and benefits that will come if you guys follow what I say. So in a case study that was done by the National Bureau of Economic Research, it was shown that people that actually really enjoy reading and love to read had a 12% chance of getting Alzheimer's and dementia. People that didn't like to read, people that didn't like reading or didn't read at all, had a 37% chance of Alzheimer's and dementia. So I think we should all read more. So now going to the first reason that we should all read more is because reading actually increases one's mental stimulation. What that means is that your vocabulary expansion expands, your memory gets better, your overall knowledge of everything becomes better, which is an intangible, which means it can't be taken away from you. And there's a less possibility of getting Alzheimer's and dementia. So some evidence for this. So me and my siblings, we were not able to watch TV when we were younger. We had to read. Our free time consisted of books and more books. So we had to find books that we liked to read, and eventually we became to like reading and love reading. And then when we got in class, our teachers would start to tell us that we actually read faster than other students. We understood materials better. Our vocabulary was way more intensive than most people our age and even people older than us. And all of us began to have a profound love for writing, which actually correlates to reading as well. So from this, I actually feel really empowered, because I feel like when I read, I'm actually investing in myself, and I'm investing in knowledge that can't be taken away from me. I feel like it helps me become a better person, but mentally, which a lot of people forget to focus on. So moving on to the next reason, all of you should try to read every day, or if not every day, at least try to read more. Reading helps increase one's imagination. So when you're reading, it helps you create visual pictures in your head. It helps you create, when you read, you have to see the images in your head, and that's what gets the stimulation going. Television, on the other hand, creates these images for you, which is the reason TV isn't so stimulating. So in terms of the imagination and creativity, here's some evidence for this. When I read, I feel as though I can share new ideas with people. And when you share new ideas with people, you're able to create and build off those ideas, and creativity becomes a community effort. Also, when you read, well, for me personally, if I read about other cultures or other ideas, I'm able to know about more of like things that I'm not used to knowing about, so it increases my creativity in my mind. When I read, I'm really prompted to share my ideas with other people so that they can build off of them too. And this makes me feel good. It makes me feel creative because of the fact that I get to imagine things better than someone who doesn't read, for example, that much. So now that I've told you guys 2 reasons that all of you guys should read more, I'll give you guys 3 actions that will probably help you do this. The first one is try to find books that you like to read. Reading does not have to be boring. It doesn't have to have the schema in your head that it's negative, but if you find a book that you like to read, you'll probably read more. Secondly, try to read every single day at the same time for 3 weeks. It takes 21 days to form a habit, and if you can just get to 21 days, you might end up actually like reading. And the third is to break the barrier in all of you guys' minds, if you have this stigma, that reading isn't fun. If you get over that barrier and you let it go, then maybe all of us could have some time to read more and actually like reading more. After you do this, you guys will feel good about yourselves because you'll feel invested that you took time to invest in yourself. Also, you'll feel smarter, and I think everyone in college just wants to feel smart sometimes. So in conclusion, I have told you guys 2 reasons that all of us should try to read more, and benefits and actions that might come if you guys follow my plan. There should be no doubt in this room that all of you guys should try to read more, so that, let's say the hurricane comes and blows us away from our intangibles like our phones and banks and money, we have to have something to help us rely on to get out of that situation, which can be your intangible, your knowledge. So build up on that knowledge, read more, try to read every day, so that if you are on that island, you'll be okay.
Thank you. 602, like.
What'd you say?
Like.
Hi, I'm Allie.
Hi, Allie.
I thought your speech was really good. I like the topic, and I think your introduction and high back worked really well. And also your reasons and like your emotional connection to it also like built your good abilities. So.
Thank you, Allie. Improvement.
Hi, my name is Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
I really like your speech. Improvement, maybe just in the parasites. I think you moved a little, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you learn to walk and make your movement purposeful, left, right, back to center, and it'll be more effective. I like your speech. I like the take on reading. Would have liked a little bit more research and less, and as in addition to your anecdotal evidence from your own life. You did have the National Bureau of Economic Research in your significant statement on dementia and Alzheimer's, but some more stuff on reading would have been helpful. You talked about feeling empowered, using your imagination, stress that with your voice. A lot of your support, I like your indictment of TV is not very useful for your imagination because it does so much of the work for you. Your summary or conclusion and tie back were all fine. Your kanai, move more. Stop using your hands so much and make better eye contact. How'd it go?
I moved again, but for some reason I can never get to this
Get
side.
over there, yeah. I noticed that, yeah.
The hand movement, I don't remember too well.
Yeah.
And the third, eye contact, I tried to look at certain people.
Yeah. Okay, well, you did a good job. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have any more speeches?
Yes,
One more?
I believe so.
Okay, rock and roll. Boy, we're really dipping here, huh? Okay, good. Go, Ryan.
What do you mean by that?
Time to time we dip into
If you guys want to leave at any point, feel free to.
No, they're devoted to you,
You guys are a
Ryan.
respectful audience. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Ryan. Rock and roll.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
And today I'm going to be very brutally honest with you. It is a very, very rare occasion for me to have my shit together. And for far too long, I've made excuses for why I'm always late to things, don't get things done, and put things off. But it really truly boils down to one simple thing. I am inherently a very lazy person. I tend to procrastinate on all of my tasks, and when I get something to do immediately, I try to put it off until the very last minute. So I told myself I need to personally commit to ridding laziness from my life, and that's what I'm doing. Laziness is something that infiltrates all of us to some varying degrees. Whether it's writing a speech right before you have to give it, or just living a very inactive lifestyle, we all possess lazy qualities and would be better off without them. So, the first reason I'm coming to you today to tell you that I'm personally committed to ridding myself of laziness is because it brings a lot of stress and anxiety for me. I wanted to eliminate on a day-to-day basis the amount of stress and anxiety I had, because last year I found that at times it would lead to me having a very messy room, very disorganized thoughts, and just poor academic performance overall. So, I lost my train of thought.
I procrastinated a lot. Things weren't going well.
Yeah, so I did procrastinate a lot. Things were not going well. And I just found myself not being able to fulfill my own potential. And I thought that my laziness had a grip over my life. So I thought it's probably better that I'm not as lazy. The second reason that I thought I needed to get rid of my lazy qualities was to just be able to do more with my time. The thing about laziness is that it directly cuts into your productivity and you're not really able to accomplish much. As a procrastinator, I was just barely doing what I needed to do, and I was unable to do things that I was interested in. I forgot about my physical fitness and stopped attending soccer practices. I also found that I was really good at freestyle rapping, and a lot of my friends told me that I should start making music, but nearly a year later, I have nothing to show for it. So I decided that it was important to take 3 actions to begin to eliminate laziness from my life. So the first thing I did was try to maintain a clean room at all times. Last year there were times where it would take an hour or 2 every couple of weeks just to be able to say that my room was clean. And it was a very stressful experience. This year I've tried daily to maintain cleanliness, and it's been a success thus far. My room has been surprisingly clean, to the surprise of most of my friends. The second action that I chose to take was to maintain a schedule. I thought that it would be important to follow a schedule in order to make time for myself to do everything I wish to do, and to study, exercise, and get to class on time. And lastly, I decided to adhere to some advice from my father. He has been the biggest proponent against me being a lazy person and has always bashed me for it, saying that I would be capable of so much more if I wasn't so lazy. In particular, he's told me that there are some phrases that I tend to say that push aside responsibility, like "I will do it later," and things along those lines. Ever since personally committing to being less lazy, I've made a conscious effort to eliminate these statements from my vocabulary, and thus far it has proved to be very helpful. So after taking all these actions, I truly feel liberated from my laziness. I love having a clean room, and I realized that a messy room is really a direct manifestation of disorganization in your mind. So being able to have a clean environment is just a stress reliever automatically. Not pushing off responsibility helps with the procrastination, as a lot of these tasks didn't pile up. And just keeping a rigid schedule has enabled me to accomplish more with my time and feel really good about myself. So in summary, I have told you 2 actions I've taken, and 2 reasons why I've decided to be a more proactive person, and 3 actions I've taken to do so. I think there's little to no doubt in this room that I'm very personally committed to doing this. Although it'll take a while for me to cure my affliction of laziness, I feel that I've made great progress. And I think, speaking honestly again, that I finally have my shit together. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. 521. Who hasn't spoken? Anyone? Everyone. Oh, sorry.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
I really liked your speech. I think that you had a really good energy throughout it all, and you followed the outline really well. So good job.
Thank you.
Improvement.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
I really liked your speech. You maybe could have put in like some more personal stories.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ryan, you started with a real personal, I'm a lazy bum, and I like that. That got our attention, and that was good. You told us about how bad things were, messy room and so forth, and so that was good. And you told us, about soccer practice and not developing rapping and so forth because you just later. And later never comes, does it, Ryan? No. Your actions were good. And you said how you feel when you take the action, so that was good. Summary, conclusion, and tieback were fine. You said, vary my speech intonation, move, and flow from point to point. How'd it go?
I think I moved well, I think I spoke well, and I think it could have flowed a little better, but it went pretty well.
Okay, you got the job done. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Okay, give yourself a round of applause. We're done. Yay. Yeah.
We don't have to come to final.
No final to come to.
Professor Miller.
That's me.
Andre and I never did our study buddy speech.
So just hand it to me and I'll give you credit for it.
Alright.
Oh yeah,
Okay. You're welcome. Bye. Oh, is this all done?
Yeah, and then this was someone else's sticky paper that they turned in today.
What does that mean? From another class?
No, from he came today and turned it in. So.
Oh, you mean from, it was due
Yeah, it was
Tuesday,
due
but he
today.
didn't turn it in.
Yeah.
Who's pen did the
I have no idea who he is.
Is he in this class?
I think so.
Oh.
Yes, today. So. I just.
Okay, well, I'll put it in the front. And you have these all in the right,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
And then here's
And this is
my.
alphabetical order?
Yeah, they are.
Great, thank you. And I gave you extra credit for doing
Oh,
that.
thanks. Yay. Do we need to turn this in too? or-
No,
Okay.
no, that's a souvenir from the
Ooh,
class.
yay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stapler?
Yeah, you can use that
And
stapler.
I emailed you on Tuesday.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Yes, yeah.
But this is not really stapling. This is my made to stick speech, but I know.
This is your made to stick paper?
Yeah.
Oh, it's late.
No, but if you look at the email, it explains why it's
Why
not.
it's late, okay.
No, because it's I can have.
Okay, fine. You have an excuse. That's fine.
But do you want me to email you again
No.
so you can see it?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck. Here's my other bucket.